I sat on here for 3 days, maybe 4, trying to say things in every way I possibly could. And that meant I was having a mental health breakdown. Huh. Well, you know what's so crazy about that is I was trying to bring to everybody's attention that there was a nurse that said she lives 10 miles, 10 minutes from me, has driven past my house. And I didn't get a single welfare check, but I was having a mental breakdown apparently. That's crazy, right? A nurse that is a mandatory reporter who knew where I lived so much that she's driven by it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. She got up on a panel and said that was all just one big joke. I'm so sorry. You're right. Domestic violence is a joke. Stalking is a joke on YouTube. Driving past people's houses for the pure reason of looking at their house. Yeah, that sounds hilarious. I can see the joke in that. That makes perfect sense. But these same people who said I was having a mental breakdown and I needed help and I needed a 5150, they apparently are so protective of this nurse that knows everything, right? Well, why didn't any of you creators who were so worried about me that I was having a mental breakdown, why didn't y'all get in touch with this nurse who said she knew where I lived and had driven by my house? And why didn't anybody do a welfare check, Because that's what you would do if you really thought someone was having a mental break and was going to hurt themselves, like so many of y'all said in the comment section, like so many of you creators repeated on your fucking panels. Funny enough, I contacted, a little friend, and not a single call for welfare, not a single call. I mean, it would have been useless because that's not where the fuck I live, because that bitch doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. But cool, let's just say she did. Where was all that worry? Hundreds and hundreds of comments. He's gonna hurt himself. He's going over the edge. I'm so worried about his wife. Not a single, not one. Funny enough, Clue didn't even call a welfare check on me or come by my house or I mean, if I live where this nurse says that I live, you would think that because Cletus was so concerned about me, he came on my panel last night, that he would just get in his car and drive to my house, right? Right? You would think that if this nurse was so right. I mean, honestly, y'all think that no matter what, like me and Clue we're arguing, we're mad at even we're cussing back and forth. Do you think that don't you think that she would send Cletus to come check on her friend or her brother? Oh, my moderators checked on me for sure. Let's don't get it twisted. I just want to show you that this is how worried everybody was. This is how concerned. Fire Up Alive, talk about me losing my mental health, talk about me going crazy, talk about all that. But nobody does anything because you know what? They all knew it wasn't true. It may have looked that way, but they knew it wasn't true. You mean you could call a welfare check on BJ? But you think Truth is going to hurt himself and not a single call to the location that the nurse is telling everybody I live at because she doxed herself and said she's less than 10 minutes from there? But if her address comes out, she's going to be so angry. But hold on. It was just a joke riding by my house. But what's not a joke, however, is that when you are a mandatory reporter and you are on social media and you tell people you know where someone lives and you've driven by their house and it's less than 10 minutes from your house, and you come online and you participate in the idea that this person is having a mental break or on drugs, and you don't fulfill your nurse duty, your oath, to make sure that person's okay, while simultaneously telling people, I actually care about him. Wow, that seems odd. It's almost like that was used as manipulation to the community. He's crazy. He's losing his mind. He's kind of weird, isn't it? You'd rather do back-to-back lives than ask the person who was on a live with you if, you got a way to get in touch with law enforcement to make sure he's okay. Don't you think you would do that? Or do you think you would fire up a live over here and 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 just talk about it? Because I'm sitting over here and I'm really trying to figure out, what would the Rooster Squad do? What would the Rooster Squad do if someone like, I don't know, Mandy BS, I'm just using you as an example, or Punky Clips or Reckless Abandon, if we found out we were watching them and we truly thought something was wrong, what would the Rooster Squad do? Now, listen, to my Rooster Squad, y'all know I see, and I'm not talking to y'all, so please don't feel like you need to say I've been checking on you, right? I know you have, right? So don't take this isn't to y'all. You know that. So please, I don't want to have to say that every time. So someone, you know what I'm saying? Because you're goddamn right, we'd figure out a way to help them, even if we didn't like them. But not one of y'all fucking concerned creators or runabouts chat to chat or, your two-faced fence-riding motherfuckers or, not a single one of y'all. Y'all will call CPS, allegedly fake CPS calls in on BJ. Y'all will call the police on Craig in the background drunk, but not the creator who you say is having a full-blown mental breakdown. Just throwing that out there. Just thought I'd share what my brain was thinking today. You know, it's almost like they wouldn't want to stop anything if it was going to happen, you know? Like, no accusations. I'm just saying, like, if you're screaming he's in a mental health crisis and nobody in any live that I watched didn't hear a single person say, well, can't Clue get a hold of him? Oh, what did Clue say? Oh, he's not my problem. Well, goddamn, you're right. I'm not. But man, that was enough of a conversation, wasn't I? And the most disappointing part was watching people play both sides of the fence. I mean, I don't really care, if I'm going to be honest with you, because I'm going to say it again today. I said what I said. I meant what I said. And I stand on what I said. No matter how crazy y'all want to make me look, no matter how drugged out y'all want to tell people I am, no matter how much you want to say I'm going through a mental breakdown, I stand on every fucking thing I said.